Hello everybody, my name is Prashikd and in this video I am going to discuss about object detection technique. So as you can see I am running a video which can detect different kind of objects such as car, person, truck and everything. So in this video we are going to discuss that how we can able to train an images and make such a model which can detect different kind of object. So if you want to learn more thing you have to stay with me and I'll teach you how you can detect such kind of images. So let's get started with that. Now before getting started, I want to show you something. If you want to use Anaconda, because in this tutorial I've installed everything in my PC and so I'm directly accessing using command prompt. But if you want to create some very environment or something in Anaconda, you can go for that. And after creating your Anaconda environment, what you have to do is you have to use certain commands to create your environment variable with TensorFlow, and after that you have to use these commands, and after that you have to install GPU. After installing this GPU, you have to install each and every these libraries individually so that you can access everything. And after that whenever suppose you close your command prompt and you want to again access your command prompt, so what you have to do is you have to again activate that environment by typing conda activate TensorFlow 1 or whatever name you have given. For as I have given TensorFlow 1, so I will type conda activate TensorFlow 1, and after activating that you have to set the path of a Python. Every time you have to copy this line and paste it in your command prompt Anaconda, and after that you have to go to research folder, and after getting over there you have to paste this line so that it can create a .pb2 file to your protons. I'll show you. You have to go to the research and this is the proton file. So as you can see, for each and individual proton file we have created some .pb2 file. So in this way you can create it, and after that when you are done with those things, you have to install you have to always, if you close your terminal and if you want to open it, first you have to activate it, then you have to go to research folder, you have to again run this line of code, and after that you have to again type setup pre-build as well as install, and after that you can access using your Jupyter notebook that file that I have pasted in my repository. You can access it after training. So let's get started with that. The first thing you have to do is go to my GitHub account, and you have to follow the steps to train such kind of object detection technique. First thing you need to install is TensorFlow, and for this installation I have already posted a video here. If you want to access that video, you can click on this link which will share how you can install TensorFlow for your specific version of laptop. So in this after successfully installing everything, that is TensorFlow, Anaconda, variable, environment variable and everything, then we are ready to go. So before starting with this object detection technique, what I will do, I will go to command prompt, and here first I will check that whether I have installed TensorFlow library in or not. So to check that library, I have to type Python and then import TensorFlow as TF, and we'll see whether it is able to run. So now we are ready to go. So this line it runs successfully, And now we can check what is the version of TensorFlow by printing tf dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore. So as you can see, I am using 1.150 TensorFlow version for this object detection technique. Now, okay. So after installing all this library, what you have to do, you have to first go to this link, and after going to this link, there's also some libraries which are given by TensorFlow that we have to use for object detection technique. So you have to go and download a zip file for that. As I've already downloaded this zip file, I'll show you. So yeah, this is the zip file that I have downloaded from GitHub, and after extracting this file, you have to extract this file. So you will get this file over here. As you can see, all folders are available here. Now what you have to do, you have to copy this folder, go and copy it, and you have to go to C drive and make a new folder called Tensorflow 1, or whatever you want to name it, but I prefer you to name the TensorFlow. And after that, paste that folder in this file, and after pasting it, you have to rename this file as models. Okay, now you have to go to research, and here you have to search object detection. So where is it? Yeah, object detection. And these are the files that we needed to train our images and able to detect different objects in our video or images. So for this, what I will prefer you to go to my repository and here and download these files. These files are needed for, to generate different kind of things like XML to CSV and most of the things. So and you have to go and download this file. I have already downloaded this one. I'll show you. Yeah, this is my repository where which I have downloaded, and these are the important files that you needed. That is video frame converter. So if you are trying to detect objects in a video, so you need this file, and in this folder first you have to put your video in this folder, and after putting your video in this folder, go to cmd and then simply run this. First open this file. No matter what text editor you are using, you can also use your normal text file. So as you can see over here, I have written my video name. My video is saved as 1.mp4, so I have changed my name to 1.mp4. Whatever you name your video, you have to replace your name in this line only. And after rewriting this file, press Ctrl S, close it, and then go to command prompt again, type Python and video to frame .py. So as you can see, it is going to create, but I'll pause this one and I'll cut it. So after converting your videos to frame, as you can see, individual images are 1920 cross 1080. It will be a difficult thing for you to train such a large images, so you have to resize all those images. And to resize this, we have to use this resizer library Python file. And to resize this file, you have to go to command prompt, so type cmd, and in here you have to run this file. Python resizer.py. So as you can see, it is giving me a little error. So if you are getting, you just go and type -h for in front of that. So as you can see, it is telling me that I have to specify the directory as well as what is the size of image and height that I want. So I'll type directory as my data slash, and after that -s, and what is the size of image that I want. So I'll prefer you to enter 800 x 600. Now run this file. After, as you can see, we have successfully run that file, and now you can see our image dimension is 800 x 600. So we are ready to go now. Now to train our images, first we have to label all those images, and for labeling I have used this label me tool. As you can see over here, you have to go to this link. This is the label image software that we use. You have to download this and install this image software for you. It may be and you have to follow this step. First you have to clone this repository by download zipping, and after that you have to follow certain steps like this. For Ubuntu you have to follow this, for Mac this thing, and for Windows you have to install Python and all those files. And after opening this directory, after installing these files, you have to run this file by installing this kind of code of line. And after successfully installing this label me images, I have already installed this. As you can see, it is same like that. Just go to cmd, type Python label image.py. So as you can see, I have opened this label image software. Now go to your directory, this data, open it, click on your first image and open directory again, click that data folder and change directory, click that data folder again. So we are ready to go now. Now if you want to label these images, you need to choose what the frame that you want to label, because I prefer you don't label each and every frame. The frame which are clear, you have to label that only by clicking this create slash rectangular box. You have to create some rectangular boxes around your object that you are interested in. Like I am interested in this car, again there's another car, then another car. So likewise you have to label all those images, all those objects in that images that you are interested in. But for the time being, I'll just label this, and after labeling you have to press Ctrl S to save these images. And after saving this image, as you can see here, you have to go to data, and so as you can see, after labeling those images, you get an XML file. You can open it, and here you can see it is specifying that this is car, in which area object is, what is the region of our area and everything. We have labeled 3 objects, so see 3 different car. Now in this way, I'll delete this for the time being. So in this way I have labeled these frames with different car. Now what you have to do is you have to copy this folder, that is tf record generator xml, and use protobuf. Yeah, that's it. So copy this folder into your C drive in object detection. Yeah, so after we finally copied this line of code, and after that you have to create and folder in this file, that is images, and another folder, that is training. Okay, now after creating these two folders, first go to image. Yeah, in this you have to again create two more folder, that is train and test. In this training folder you have to copy the images that you have to train. So copy all of them, and in this training folder you have to paste your labeled images, as well as I'll choose some two images from here into my test folder. In test folder also you have to put your labeled images. So after creating this file, just go here and type cmd. In this now we have to run our this xml to csv converter. As you all know that we have already created some xml file in our test and train folder. So to run this, go to this is the code that you have to run. Copy this line, paste it over here, and as you can see you have successfully created two xml files. So we will go to images. So as you can see here we have created two excel file, csv file. Click on here. So this is the csv file that we are looking for, where we have defined the class and everything is converted into csv. Now after creating the csv file, what we have to do, we have to generate test and train .record file. To generate that file you have to go to this, you have to run this generate underscore tf record file. To run this file, what you have to do, you have to go here and copy this command, first one. But before running you have to open this file, and after opening this file as you can see here I specified that I am using only car, but if you are using multiple objects such as a person or anything, then you have to copy this one, then you have to copy this thing like this and return to whatever object you are trying to recognize, like truck, and if you want to recognize more objects in that like person or anything, so you can use this one, like person. If you label in that images, so I have labeled only car for this video, so I will go for car only, and then save that image. And after saving that image, just go to command prompt and you have to run this line of code. So press enter. So here as you can see successfully created TF record, and this is the train TF record. And to develop for the test one, simply change it to test1. Yes, and hit enter. So now we have successfully created the test also, as you can see, train and test record. Now after creating this test and train label, what you have to do, you have to create an pbtxt file and enter this kind of items over there. So to create an pbtxt file, I'll prefer you to use Visual Studio. Open that Visual Studio, and here go to open a local folder, and here in this directly go to that file, Tensorflow models research object, and if you remember that we have created one folder called training, so you have to go to training and select this folder, but nothing is there in this folder, so you have to create a new file. Go to open new file, you can use txt file, and then simply copy this code to here. But if you remember that we have only detected the cars, so omit this and this one too, and write car. So if you are, as I said earlier, if you are detecting multiple objects, so you have to give different ID name, like here I have given different ID name for ID2 that is car, ID3 that is bike, truck, such thing like that. So, and after giving this thing, press Ctrl S and go to the same file location, that is PC, here TensorFlow C drive, models research object detection and training. Yes, here you have to save your file. So before saving, go to all file and save as label map dot pbtxt. This is the file extension that you have to follow. Save it, and after saving this file, what you have to do is now after saving this file, you have to go back to your this folder object detection, click on training. So as you can see, we have saved this file and to train a model, what you have to do, you have to go to samples in that config, and there are this kind of model which are present in this sample folder. So I'll prefer you to go for faster RCNN. I will use this coco.config for my file. You have to copy this one, copy it and paste in your training section. Go back to your Visual Studio, open this file. So as you can see that here we have opened this file, and you have to change certain things like a number of classes. So in my case I am using only one case, so I will go for one, and after that you have to I have given one because I have only labeled car in my images. So if you go for car, truck, bikes, if you go for this 3, then you have to change it to 3, but if you are detecting only one object, then 1. For multiple objects you have to change this number. and after that go to this fine tune checkpoint, and in this file you have to make an model .ckpt file. So for that you have to give a path, and for that reason just copy this command of this fast CNN, go into your Visual Studio and paste it in this, and after pasting it then type faster, then type this file. So as you can see this the first thing you have to change is this forward slashes to backward slashes. You have to change it, and now after doing making these changes, what you have to do next is you have to go to this file, that tf record input reader. For this file as you already know that we have make this tf.record file, so you have to give a path, that is this object detection that we can copy it from here. Copy this line, go and paste it over here, and give train dot record, and after that you have to give the label path, that label map that we have already created in a previous this folder. So you have to go and paste it over here again, paste it like this, and after that go to training. Okay, and then as you know that we have saved it like this, and after that number of number of examples are 8000. so as you know that we have labeled some, you see how many images that we have labeled. As you can see we have labeled 18 images, so I'll change this number of examples to 18, and after that we have to give that test record. So simply copy this command to here and change train to test record, then copy this file and paste it over here, then save it. Now we are ready to go. You have to save this file. Now after saving this file, what you have to do is you have to go to this line of code and copy this line of code, copy this, go for object detection, type cmd, and in this window paste it. By before running this file you have to check that whether all the files are present in your folder or not, like this train py is present in this folder. No, it is not there. No, it is. So yes, you can go to legacy folder and copy this train file into this folder. Just cross check it once again that whether we have to make any changes or not to this file. So as you can see there, we have nothing to change. Okay, then we have nothing to change over here, then we can go, and that train.py is present. After that, training folder, cross check your spelling correct, did you spell it correctly or not, and after that the pipeline configuration training faster, yeah, and here you have to change this RC name to Coco, because you know in this folder, where is that training, we have used this file coco.config. so whatever file you are using, just replace your file with that, and after doing this press enter. Hopefully we will begin the training. It may take some time for like 2 to 3 minutes, but soon it will start training. Okay, config file. What you have to do, you have to go again back to my repository, and here you have to search for Tensorflow models. So click on that. From this Tensorflow models, as you can see, we already have available some Tensorflow models. For this one, we can use this faster RCNN Inception v2 Coco. As you can see, what is the speed and what is the accuracy for that. Use any model over here. These are the speed and accuracy, but we have already used this file. I will prefer you to use this one. Click on this, and it says me it is an existing one because I have already downloaded this file. So I'll go, yes, this file. So you have to extract this file, which is I have already extracted over here, as you can see. So after extracting that file, whether you can go it from here, or else you search models, in this you can use anything, whatever you prefer. So object detection technique, and here as you can see for tensor 2.x we are having different, and 1.x we are having different. So you can either use this one also, and this you will find many different models in better than tensor 1.x, but I will prefer you to use this one. Go here and select one of the file that you have selected from sample, and install it here. As you can see, we have used this one, so I have downloaded this, and it is here. So what I will do, I will simply copy this file and go back to my detection, and here I will paste it. So here as you can see, we are having this CKPT files. So we'll go back to Visual Studio, and here instead of try training, I'll simply write this file model ckpt, because here in this file I've already saved it. So I'll copy this folder name, copy it and change this folder name. Now rest of the thing here will be same. We have changed the input path of training and test record, and the label path also for the label ptx image. And now we will go over here, and after this go to command prompt, and now we are ready to go to train our images. So to train our images, just copy this file, this line of code, copy it and paste in command prompt. Before running this file, check whether you have spelled everything correctly or not. I've changed my insertion because I've used that in code.config, and it may take some time to start training, but after that after a certain time it will start training. So as you can see, it is running now. And now training will start. So as you can see, our training started. Steps and losses are here, and to see what kind of losses you are getting, you can go to Tensorflow board, and in this tensor board, first you have to make your account in this tensor board. As you can see, I've already created my account, and after creating your account, what you have to do is you have to copy this line and paste it in, go here and type command prompt and paste over here and click enter. So as you can see, we have got this URL. Copy this URL and paste it over here. Press enter. So as you can see, then when you will get log into your Tensorflow, and here after a certain time you can see your losses and everything. Because just now I've all started training, it will take time for generating graphs. So as you can see, we can able to create some graphs over here, but my images are having less images, that's why it is giving me a straight line, no losses and all everything. But here you can see what kind of losses I am getting in every step, and after completing your step, for the time being I'll terminate this. So as you can see, after training we will get some kind of things. After completing your training, go to training section, and as you can see, we have got this model.ckpt files. And after training our model, what we have to do is we have to go over here, type cmd, enter, then go back to the repository. Here you can find, so we have to create an export graph.py. For creating this thing, just copy this one, paste it over here. But before running this file, you have to change certain things, that is this file name. To change the file name, just go back to your folder, training. From here, whichever is your maximum one, like in my case it is 1527, so I have to type 1527, and this model I have to change to Coco, and after that I have to press enter. But I will terminate this one because I have already created this file. After creating it, as you can see, this file, so we need this frozen interface graph.pb. This is the important file for our training. This is the important file, so we have to find this file, and after that just go back to your folder, and in command prompt open cmd, type Jupyter notebook. But I have already created this Jupyter notebook, you see. Okay, I'll cut it, press enter. So in this way you can open your Jupyter notebook, and you have to go to this one. Here you have to run your files, or else I'll go where I have already run my file. So as you can see, I have pasted some more file over here. You have to go to this file, object tutorial, and you have to run all this file except this you have to run all those files, and after that you will get such kind of things. But to test these images, what you have to do is you have to go back to your repository and this object detection folder, and this go to test images. In this images you can add your own images, and after adding your own images, what you have to do, you have to change the range from 3 to 6 or 2 to 3 or 1 to 6, like that. And after that after changing your images, it will able to detect these images like this. So I'll explain you some important things in this file. So as you can see, in this I have specified that frozen interference graph, which I have downloaded from internet, which is already a trained image. So by using this file we can able to detect this kind of images. So and you already know how we can create our frozen interference graph. So by creating this thing, you can able to access that image, and you have to also use your label map ptxt file to specify what kind of objects are available in your file. So this is how we can train our images, and you can use it for anything like card detector or playing cards detection, or any running this file you can detect any objects as you labeled. And to improve the accuracy, there are some things that you have to consider, and those things are first is your labeling data. And suppose if you want to label your images batch wise, So what you can do is first you can train 100 images, and after training those 100 images, what you can do is when you save that file in training section, in training and you can copy this existing model and paste it to your FASHA RCNN, and in replace of this you can paste it and you can access that image to train your images for another 100 image or any number of image. But to training image, it depends on how much image do you have. Usually it can take up to 4 hours, 5 hours, or maximum to 12 hours. So after getting your accuracy, you can able to detect the different objects as I shown before, and in this way I will conclude this tutorial over here. Thank you for being with me. If you get any kind of error or anything, then you can comment me in my channel. You can paste your entire error. I will help you with that, what kind of error you are getting. But be sure that before getting started, you need to check which kind of TensorFlow you are using. You must be sure that you are using 1.15 so that you won't get many errors. Okay, thank you.